Anna from the McHenry Public Library, here with Paint and Sip Texture Stamping. Today we're going to be making some really cool art using the kit that you have picked up from the McHenry Public Library. If you haven't picked up a kit yet, don't worry, we still have plenty of kits available, just give us a call. Inside your kit you're going to find some Model Magic as well as a few pieces of cardstock. And what you're going to need at home are markers as well as some imagination. All right, let's get started. All right, and we're back ready to start our texture stamping adventure. So your first step is to open up your Model Magic and to start kneading it up, because it's not super great when it's first out of the package. You want to get it nice and smooth. So you're just going to knead it for a few seconds to just get it nice and soft, to get all that air out until it is ready. So you should have enough to make maybe 4 stamps, more if you want to make smaller stamps. So make sure you divide it up once you are ready to move on to the next step. So once you're ready to create your stamp, you are first going to have to prep each individual ball of Model Magic. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get it nice and round like that. And you're actually going to squish it a little bit so that you kind of get this Model Magic pancake. And from there, you can go and stamp any sort of interesting textures in your house. So a few ideas can be like Lego blocks, or maybe you have like a cool wooden frame or carving that you can stamp with. What's really cool about Model Magic is it doesn't really stick to things. So you can even get some really cool textures if you have like wood or straw or anything like that. And basically what you're going to do once you find a texture that you like, you're just going to press it firmly against it until you kind of get the texture on the other side of your Model Magic. So I'm just going to show you a few of the cool textures that I found. So give me 1 second to pull those up for you guys. All right, here are a few cool things that I found. I found these cool like little dot textures, these cool like lines, these cool like zigzags, some cool squares, and this like cool wavy pattern that you see over here. So like you can see, you can get really creative with what kind of textures that you find around your house. And challenge yourself to find some textures that you might not think would work out, but maybe they'll show up really cool once it's done. So once you have made all of your textures, you are going to want to let your clay dry overnight. This is really important. You don't want to start right away because your clay is going to still be all soft and squishy. So make sure it dries overnight. I recommend at least 24 hours before you start this project, but at least overnight. So I'm going to see you guys in just a minute, but for you, it's going to be tomorrow. So see you in just a bit. All right, so if you're watching the video, it's only been a few seconds for you, but for me, it's been a whole day. And as you can see, our Model Magic has finally dried and we are ready to get stamping. So there are 2 ways you can stamp. If you have ink pads at home, you can use that. But a really nice, easy way to get stamping is actually with just plain markers. So we've got our piece of paper, which you should have gotten in your kit, and you've got your stamp. And basically all you do is take whatever color that you are interested in and cover it up, just like that. And then whenever you are ready, you can just press it against your paper. And there you go. You have a really cool texture. And you could get maybe like 1 or 2 stamps before you have to recolor it and do it again. So, you know, you can have a lot of fun. You can do whatever pattern you like. You can test out all of the other different textures that you got throughout your house. So we're just going to test out a few other ones. Let's see how this one turns out. Let's just color it in. Okay. All right. And see, we got some cool stamp action happening there. Let's show you guys a few of my other ones. I got this cool wave one over here. Why don't we make it blue? Because it made me think of the ocean. And just stamp it nice and firm. So we got some cool stamps over here. And then you can just keep doing this with all of the colors and patterns that you made and really just have fun with it. Something else that you can try to do is you can try to make a design based on the stamps that you have. So for example, I thought it would be kind of fun to make a pineapple using this square stamp that I made right over here. So I'm just going to color in these squares right over here. All right, once your stamp is nice and colored, you can just get going. And as you can see, it kind of created this cool diamond pattern, which I thought looked almost exactly like a pineapple. So you can have a lot of fun with that. You can make a lot of different textures. You can make different animals, for example. You know, if you have like a scale texture, you could make a fish or a reptile. Or, you know, you could really have a lot of fun with it. So this was just a creative way to use your stamp, is to create something like this. So I'm just going to finish up my pineapple over here real quick. And like I said, you get like maybe 2 stamps in before you have to recolor it. It depends on how vibrant you want your color, really. And maybe 1 more. So I got my pineapple, and I've also got this cool line stamp. I thought that could work really well for the leaves on my pineapple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color that in with green. All right. We can So as you can see, I kind of am using the textures that I had to kind of create something new. So here's the pineapple that I made using the different stamps that I created. And if you were curious, here are all the different designs that I got just going around and finding different things to try and stamp. So you can have a lot of fun with it, and I encourage you to be creative. But that's basically it. That's all you need to know on how to do texture stamping. I hope that you had a lot of fun, and I encourage you to find different patterns and textures to play around with and create your own design. And if you had fun with this program, we have a lot of other cool programs coming up. So just check online at mchenrylibrary.org on our events calendar and make sure you sign up. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.